So today I'm going to do a kind of what I eat in a day on Weight Watchers Green Plan. I get 37 points allotted to me each day, and it's like 10 a.m. and I haven't gotten hungry yet, but I'm gonna start by making a 1 point iced latte. It's not technically a latte because it's made with regular coffee, but it is gonna be 1 point and it's gonna be iced. This is gonna be chocolate and caramel, and it's only gonna be 1 point, and the only point comes from some of this, so stay tuned. Okay, first I'm gonna show you my materials. I have my food scale, I have my skinny syrups. This is Irish cream. I use this creamer. I only use 1 tablespoon and that's 0 points. If you use more, of course it's gonna be more points, but 1 is fine for me. I'm using this sugar-free syrup. And then my stepmom got me some Flavor God stuff, and I'm gonna use the chocolate donut. So it's like chocolate and caramel together. So first I'm gonna start with a big mason jar. I love drinking big ice drinks out of that. Don't kill my vibe. Next, I'm gonna go in with 1 tablespoon of this, and I am going to measure it. Then I'm gonna do 1 pump of this. I don't need more than 1 because I'm putting a lot of other sweetener stuff in it. Then I just brewed some coffee this morning and I put it in the freezer in this cup so that it would cool down. But first I'm going to line my cup with this. I'm gonna use 1/2 ounce, and that will equal the 1 point. If you go to 3/4 of an ounce, then it's going to be 2 points. And that's 0.39. That's plenty for me. I don't need any more than that. Next, I'm going to pour my coffee in. I'll do it over the sink though, so I don't spill. And again, that coffee I brewed this morning, and then I just put it in the freezer so it would get cold. Next, my soon-to-be sister-in-law bought this for me for Christmas a couple years ago, and it just gets it nice and frothy. Next, I'm going to add in some of this Flavor God chocolate donut. I don't know how much this tastes, so hopefully that wasn't too much. And this is not a normal coffee morning for me. It's just a weekend and I wanted to do something a little bit stepped up. I got some caramel in my hand. Next I'm gonna fill it with ice. Pop it in a metal straw. Okay, I'm gonna add some more donut flavoring. Right now it kind of tastes like my regular coffee. And I'm gonna also add in some more ice. It's still not super cold, and I like it to be super, super cold. It's not too bad. No, it doesn't taste like a 15-point drink, that's the thing, but it tastes pretty good. So next I'm going to be making a breakfast like empanada or calzone, whatever you want to call it. I made skinny dough on Friday, and so I'm using the remainder of that for this recipe. So I had 9 ounces of skinny dough left, so I just divided it into 3. So we're gonna make 3 calzones, empanadas, whatever you want to call it. I scrambled 2 eggs and salt and pepper. I cooked 3 strips of turkey bacon, and then I just pulled it apart with my fingers. Of course, my hands are clean. This is the turkey bacon I used. It's from H-E-B. I believe you can have 3 pieces of this for 1 point. So I have 1 set of my dough, some self-rising flour on here. I'm also going to flour my rolling pin. This just helps it not stick nearly as much. My biggest issue with the calzones is I have a hard time rolling this into an even Then you can pull it apart a little bit with your fingers too. My dog is at my feet and I feel like these bits of flour are just falling on her. They are. It's like a little snow cloud for her. So next I'm going to add about 1/3 of the eggs because I'm going to make 3. This Laughing Cow cheese is literally one of my Weight Watchers staples. It melts really nicely. I use it in lots of different things. I probably have 1 a day. Don't know if that's good or bad. I'll use 2 for 3, so a good portion of this I'll use. And then I'm going to use about 1/3 of the bacon. And if you can see it, it's just like a little pile on this dough. And then I'm going to fold it over. And again, this is not a normal breakfast for me. This is a weekend, so I have the time to do something like delicious like this. Then I just use a fork to brush down the sides so that it will stay closed. And honestly, I'm going to take some of this dough off the sides because it's just too much dough. And I'm going to continue on with the other 2 sets of dough, and then I'm going to pop it in the air fryer. The air fryer, it is so awesome, but to me, it doesn't feel like something that I use exact times for because I feel like no exact times really work on it. Could be me. So here's my little calzone or empanada. It's not being fried, so really it's not an empanada, but then I'll just lay it on my air fryer and continue with the rest. So I ended up having a lot of extra dough at the ends of the calzone, so I just actually took it off, and then it was about, each calzone has about 2.5 ounces of the skinny dough. So right here I have 1.5 ounces of the skinny dough, and I'm just gonna do like a little experiment and see about making cinnamon rolls with it. This is all I have left. So I'm gonna use this Flavor God, again, gifted by my stepmom. I'm gonna use some ground cinnamon and some stevia. I've been hearing that stevia is not as good as we thought it was, but that's what I have right now, so that's what I'm using. I've never made homemade cinnamon rolls, so this could be also totally wrong. Also, I use ground cinnamon and chili powder quite often, but they're right by each other, and I just fear for the day that I accidentally mix them up. And now I'm just gonna roll it up. And we'll have 2 mini cinnamon rolls right here. Yeah, 4 really baby cinnamon rolls. Oh my god, they're so cute. I'm gonna pop everything in the air fryer. I will be back with you and let you know how it goes. Okay, so everything's done cooking. The breakfast calzones took about 10 minutes at 360. Some were done sooner than others. I hit them with some spray butter as soon as they came out of the oven. These little cinnamon rolls are so precious. I did the math. I'm just gonna show it to you. The dough is 1.5 points. I'm gonna use some powdered sugar, or 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar, and 1 tablespoon or less of powdered sugar and 1 tablespoon or less of creamer. And I'm going to make a little sauce to go on top of the cinnamon rolls. So it's about 1 point per little baby cinnamon roll, or 4 points for all of them. So just do a tablespoon of some powdered sugar, a tablespoon of this. I could have honestly used less cream. This is pretty thin. So next time I would use only like half a tablespoon. I'm just going to dip one of these and taste it. Okay, it's yummy. I didn't use nearly enough cinnamon. Other than that, pretty delicious. This was just a little test. Here are the calzones. This one had a tragic accident. It is missing its bottom. Can't even show you it. And then these are so cute. I wanted to quickly show you how to create a recipe on the Weight Watchers app. Go to My Foods, then Recipe, then click Create, you can add a name and how many serving sizes and directions and ingredients, and then it will average out the points for each serving. And then you can just add it to whatever meal of the day that you're having that recipe on. I wasn't able to add the skinny dough to my recipe, so I just did a quick add for how much dough I used. So I had 7.5 ounces divided by 3 calzones, and I just rounded up to 3 points of skinny dough per calzone. While I'm at it, sorry for the loud air fryer, the way I cut a mango is I cut off the bottom so you have something to stand on. And the thing about a mango is the seed is right there, and it kind of mimics the shape of the mango a little bit. You want to feel for it with the knife up here, because it could be pretty round and it could take up the whole space, or it could be pretty small and be right there. But anyways, you're going to cut on one side like this, cut on another side like this, and then you'll get the extra after. See, I kind of did it perfect actually, because that's where the seed is. Now this one I didn't get close enough. And then you're going to just cut the sides around the big seed. And that's how you cut a mango. And I'm sorry if I made you nervous with the knife. I'm having a snack before we head to the pool, so I'm finishing up that mango that I ate earlier. I'm gonna have 10 turkey pepperonis. 12 of these turkey pepperonis are just 1 point. I'm gonna have a cheese stick, and this is 1 point. It's a light cheese heads. And then I have 2 White Claws that I'm just gonna put in my Yeti and have a little fun at the pool. It is socially distanced. We have to reserve time from our pool, and then there's only like a small amount of people who are allowed there, like less, I think there's 8 total people that are allowed. And we just stay very, very far away from people, and it's so nice. Hoping to catch some rays. So we went to the pool and I took a shower, and now we are about to make dinner. I have potatoes in the oven baking. We're gonna do like stuffed baked potatoes tonight with broccoli and chicken, and Judy's gonna do bacon, and we're gonna use Velveeta cheese, and it's gonna be really delicious and surprisingly low point, as long as you're like really diligent about your portion sizes for the various items you're adding in. And I'm really excited, so I'm about to chop everything up. I'm not gonna show you how to cook all this because it's really simple, but I'll show you the end product. I'm just gonna show you the setup real quick. We have our Velveeta cheese. I'll use 1/4 of a cup, which is about 67 grams. That's the highest point thing that I'm gonna be eating tonight. Then we have our grilled chicken, we have our potatoes ready, some broccoli, and finishing touch, some bacon. This big old bowl of deliciousness is only 15 points. The sauce was 7, the potato was 3, the broccoli is 0, chicken is 2, and sour cream is 2, and I can't believe it's not butter is 1. I am about to dig in, and so I did decide to have a little bit of a treat. These Yasso bars are freaking amazing. The strawberry is pretty good. Number 1 favorite is the chocolate chip cookie dough. That one's 4 SP. This is 3. The chocolate is also good. That one's 3 as well. I'm gonna keep trying these flavors so they're so delicious. That ends me at 38 points out of 37 for the day. I've had a great day, and thank you for stopping by and watching. I hope you have a great day and an even better week. Stuffed baked potatoes with like grilled chicken and what the heck?